What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the Red Tide Politics channel. Today I'm going to be explaining the polls because they've been very interesting and the stuff that have come out within the past few days and after the debate. I think it's very interesting because there has been new data that have came out within the past few days after and a little bit before the debate, because a lot of people were estimating a bad time for Biden and then it went south very quickly. So if you look at the Real Clear Politics or Real Clear Polling average, Trump is up by 2.7. And you can say, oh, that's not as good as his 4.3 lead back in January. Well, here's the thing. You can look at this and you can say, okay, well, Trump was down. Now he's surging. Yes, that is true. He is surging. In fact, you can see it. He went from, let's just say, back in mid-June, he was at 0.5. Now he's at 2.7. Trump is surging. And people say, oh, well, Biden was surging a few months ago. Technically, that is true. He was, just because polling was having Biden up by quite a bit, and those polls had a lot of bias towards him. Like having Biden up by 4, 5, even 6, you can see. So you can see that right there. The polls were a little biased towards Biden during that point. That's why you saw a decrease in Trump's lead. But now he's going back. This time he's actually surging because you see the debates polls, and you can see in a internal poll right here, it has Trump up by 3. Morning Consult has him up by 1. The last poll had Biden up, so you can see that reversal. Harvard Harris has Trump up by 4. CNN has him up by 6. A lot of these polls are going towards Trump because they realize that he is probably going to be the candidate to win. And if you go to Polymarket, you can see what I mean. Like a few days ago, before the debate and even during the debate, Trump started surging quite a bit. You can see he took the lead in Wisconsin. Now that's a massive lead. Same thing for Michigan. He has expanded his lead quite a bit in Michigan. And same thing for Pennsylvania. He's expanded his lead quite a lot. Biden is losing a lot of support. Actually, before I was recording this video, he was at 20. Now he's at 18. So you can see the progression of Trump going high. You can see Trump is gaining a lot. And you can even look at this, for example, for New Hampshire. He's catching up to Biden by a lot. You can even look at the graph. Trump is going up. Biden's going down. He went down to 16.5. He's now at 18. It is not good for the Democratic Party. Even if you go down to the Senate, they have a 76% chance, as in the Republicans have a 76% chance of winning. And this is for the Democrats. 25. That is not good. But yeah, if you go over there, it's actually a really good site to use if you want to see, like I've said in many of my future videos, and what I've been saying in my former videos, which I will actually use in my future and former, really, because this is a really good site to use. If you even go to the Senate, we've taken back the lead in Ohio. We lost it, but now we have gotten back. Same thing for Montana. We've had the lead, but it was not really a great lead, but we've been catching up, and it's been going up and up, so that's a really good thing. If you even go to Nevada, we've been catching up really quite a bit. Like, that state, I would not be, I wouldn't expect it not to flip. I don't know. But that's crazy. And then you go to the Biden dropout. This one is very interesting. Right now, Biden has if you go back, a 49% chance of dropping out. Listen, I don't think he will drop out. It really depends on what happens in the future. But I don't really think that he drops out. But I think maybe if something happens, that occurs. And that you can see this thing surge. Then you actually go to Twitter, or X. You can see a lot of these polls, which come to my point. Trump is up by 6, and then you go to show more, for example. It really affects Biden way more. Like, see, it affects him way more. He's down in the mid-30s, and then a lot of it goes to RFK. Like, a lot of these polls have Trump up. Like, a lot. And some of these are internal. Yes, they have Biden up, but still. You see this, for example, like 18 hours ago from Polymarket. Yeah, see, Trump is expanding lead. If you saw a few seconds ago, Trump was at 59, sorry. Now he was at 58 18 hours ago, so he's expanding his lead. And then you go over here to a lot of these polls, and you go to these different sites that have them up. So you even go to this poll right here that came up around a day ago, and has Trump up by 4 in Pennsylvania. Tell me how that's good for the Democratic Party, and even Biden, for example. And then actually a few hours ago, actually today, Marianne Williamson actually relaunched her campaign to try to take down Biden at the committee, or like the convention. So that is not good for Biden whatsoever. You're seeing these people like Marianne Williamson come back and trying to take away this Biden lead. So it's not very good. Even you saw this poll out of New Hampshire was a very good poll in 2020. Has Trump up by 2. This was a state that voted for Biden around 7.5%. This is not good whatsoever. Like I explained, the Morning Consult poll. And then you go over to Polymarket, which was around a day ago. It was a day ago. Like you see, Trump's expanding his lead. Biden's losing it. And this was a very interesting poll I want to point out. You go to New Mexico. This is not good. A full field, Biden only is up by 1. That means you have the RFKs of the world. You have Chase Oliver. You have all of them. This is not good. If you go to Jackson June, which is a very good site as well, you can see what he had. Biden was up by 10, nearly 11. That is not good. That is not good whatsoever. Like, this shows that the Biden campaign is deteriorating fast. Like, it's not good. Then you go to, like, for example, you see a lot of these polls. Like, you go to CNN Brazil. I don't know how to pronounce that. I think that's Brazil. Trump's up by 5.2. That Biden was up by 4 in the aggregate in 2020. And the polls were even so wrong. They were so wrong. I think you can actually go there. 2020, the polls, look, 3%. That's how much. That's millions of voters wrong. Millions. That's not good. That's not good for the Democratic Party. But yeah, if you go, like for example, post-debate, Trump up by 3. Michigan, post-debate. This is post-debate, by the way. Trump up by 4. Post-debate, Trump up by 3. And you actually go there here. If Biden drops out of the race, this is what it'll look like. Trump's up by everybody. Like Pritzker, 3. Klobuchar, 3. Buttigieg, 3. Shapiro, 3. Newsom, 3. Whitmer, 2. Kamala Harris, 3. Biden, 3. This is not good. Like, you see these polls, and if Biden drops out, that's not good. And then you go to the Senate. Okay. Tester has been up in these polls a lot of times. You see this poll come out. They have flipped yes or no internal. You can take that for a grain of salt. Same thing for the Democrats that have the Dem internals. But this is different. You have a incumbent senator that is somewhat approved of and losing by 6. Yes, you have some undecided, but that won't sway anything. Like, you have 7% undecided. That won't sway anything. It really won't. And like I explained, Morning Consult, they flipped. This was after the debate, and they flipped. They're just seeing a lot of these polls come out, and they see Trump ahead. Like, Survey U would say Trump up by 2. That is an electoral college, like, a large victory. Actually, if you go there, if I was trying to see, I'm having trouble with YapMS, so hopefully it works. So if Trump wins, I'm just gonna do this. The flip states for likely. Like, if you see this, okay? If you see, this would probably mean that Trump wins Minnesota. He wins all the Rust Belt states. He wins Georgia. That's already give me. So that's great. Like, dude, he's already at 306. He's at 308 with everything. And then you don't even include our, like, Alaska. He's at 312. And then you're not including Maine second. He's at 312. So it's like, you could really add in, for example, New Hampshire, Minnesota, Virginia. Which, I'm not saying this is my thing. It's really not. Mine is 312. Maybe 301, just because Arizona is really close. But you look at this, right? 344. Like, it's so easy for Trump to get an electoral college win if he's up by 2 in the aggregate. Like, it is so easy. It is going to be probably really easy for Trump to win. Yes, polls can change. But that doesn't mean that Trump can overtake his lead more. Like, it can become a new January for us. Like, that's the most important part. Then you have this New Jersey poll. Again, take this with a grain of salt because they have 13% undecided. But for having this poll come out about New Jersey, which is a very strong blue state, and having Trump up by it, that's not good whatsoever. That means that Trump can win If he's up in New Jersey, he can possibly be in New York. Like, that's the thing. That is not good whatsoever. This is not good. Yes, there's a lot of undecided. But that's not good. This is not good. Like, everything is not well for Biden or the Democratic campaign whatsoever. You're seeing a lot of unrest. You're seeing a lot of things. And I want to point out one more thing before I end this video. The 13 Keys, if you guys want to search that up, the 13 Keys is a great way to figure out who will win. By the way, shout out to Interactive Polls for letting me see his polls. He's a really good guy. He posts every single polls. That's great. He's on Twitter. Go ahead and follow him. But basically, if you look at the 13 Keys, it is a lock for Trump, which is a great way to see who will win the presidency. 9 out of 10 times, it has worked. The only exception was 2016 when everything was wrong. That was unexpected. But if you look at the 13 Keys, which actually, if you pull it up, I can actually pull it up for you guys if you want here. The 13 Keys for the president. You go to it, you go to Images. The keys to the White House. If you look at it, I think this is a great way. If you look right here, the incumbent party, like, you have the 13 things that you're looking for in a presidency. It was correct in 2020. It was correct in 2012, 2008. All of these presidencies, 9 out of 10. For the exception of 2016. This is not good for Biden whatsoever because it looks like it's a lock for Trump. Listen, you can look at it. I got 11 false, and if you have less than 5, if I'm correct, then that means the incumbent party, which Biden, will win. But if you have 6 or more, then the non-incumbent, that means Donald Trump wins. I got 11 false. That is not good. Listen, you can look at it. Some of my people that I know have gotten 10 false. But you look at it, it's a lock for Trump. That is not good for Biden whatsoever. But I thought this was a really interesting video, maybe to post out. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys want to see in the future. I love posting these videos. I think they're very interesting and keep everybody interactive and everybody thinking what can happen and everybody just like changing their mindset. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.